Welcome back to another video, traders, and if you're new to the channel, welcome to Trading Trends. I'm TJ. We got a great video for you today, but before we get into it, please drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. Alright, let's take a look at the chart. Today we are just going to do a quick little update, looking back at some of the stocks that we talked about over the past couple of days, and the first one that we're going to talk about is Virgin Galactic. So space obviously has had a crazy ride this week, jumping out with the FAA approval and then falling all the way back down here to 42. And then last night after hours, the news that Richard Branson would be involved on the next test flight. They came out and tested this 59.33 level all the way up from 43.50. It's pretty crazy, and I was talking about it in last night's video. I just didn't think it was going to hold up. And we got a little bit of a fake out this morning, and then just flushed pretty much most of the day. A little surprised that we're catching around this level here. I guess there's a little bit of support here. I know there's a lot of people that are still bullish on this name and bullish on this news. I don't think it really adds a whole lot to the bottom line. But there's definitely some support here. These last 3 days we've getting stuck in these levels. So who knows? We may see consolidation into the middle of this price range here. It kind of looks like, it's a short window to look at, but I don't know. Thinking maybe we see a little consolidation into the middle of this range around $50 over the next couple of weeks, as opposed to the straight flush back down into the below 40 range that I was expecting. But we'll see what happens. I'll show you guys the trades. Made a little bit of money today, got some new positions, and they are up significantly. So those the puts that I talked about, so that's working out very well so far. We'll have to see how it develops next week though. Here are the trades from today. So this morning, right around the open, I closed out the 35 puts that I had on Virgin Galactic for July 16th. I just wanted to book the profits because honestly, you never know the after hours move and all the hype. So I had bought these for 60, so I closed about 33% on those. And then let's see, about half an hour or so later, we started to confirm back down to the downside. It wasn't going up, so I got back in with these 40s. I got them for $256. That was around 10:17 this morning, and at the close they were up to $350. So they were up quite a bit more than that. When we first got down to that $45 range, seems to be some support there. We'll see what happens, but still up, solid 30% or whatever that is, 35-40%. So feeling pretty good about those right now. Let's see, what else did we get? Oh yeah, we got back into City Trends. That was fairly flat all day, up or down $50 or so at the most. This is an 85 call. I got it for $720, so it's well in the money. City Trends closed around 91.33, and I think once it gets to 92.20, that thing's basically paid for. So hopefully we get a little bit of continuation on that, and that should, who knows, if we can get all the way up to 99, be a nice little payday on that guy. Bought a couple of calls towards the end of the day when Apple was pushing 140. Some were lottos that I ended up just expiring, worthless. So I ended up getting two of these for $9, so that's a loss of $18 on those. But I also had these for next week that I decided to close just because it's getting stuck around that level. All the indexes are around all-time highs, and I just didn't want to get burned on a short expiration on a pullback. So these were 140s for next week that I got for 104, and I ended up selling them for 119. So $30 profit on those kind of negates the loss on the lottos. So a nice little day. Looking forward to seeing continuation out of City Trends and Virgin Galactic. Next one I want to talk about is city trends. Now, as you can see, I've got my alerts set here, and we never actually broke out of this range today. So yesterday, I guess I'll zoom out a little bit and just reiterate the setup for this one. So after breaking the downtrend from this all-time high back in end of April, we started working sideways, and I just wanted to see this confirm above the support at 86.34. We had a little fake out breakout, came back down, and then all the way back up. And then once we got above this level, just for extra confirmation, I waited until we confirmed above that fake out breakout level, which lined up with a couple of other failed tests from the past few weeks. So that was yesterday. We confirmed above that level, and made a nice, 5 or 6 points. Ended up making a few $100s on calls yesterday, and was talking about basically this exact action that we saw today potentially happened today, because we got rejected off of this resistance here around 92. There was one after hours candle up here at 92.37, but we opened up below and fell down sharply and then bounced pretty strongly around 89. So I was patient on this one. We started to see a little bit of like a converging pattern. What am I? Where's my? There we go. This kind of a thing. And so when I saw that, I was thinking, okay, continuation off of this sideways triangle, and we'll see what happens. I feel good about this action so far. I feel like we broke to the upside, which is really what you want to see after this type of convergence around the middle of the price range in a sideways triangle. So still bullish on this name. The goal really is to get all the way up to this next level around 99. So look to see continuation on that. I am still holding that call, and I think it's pretty much even, and I got in for maybe a little bit less than what I got out for yesterday, and it was the same level. I bought 85 calls for 2 weeks out, so I do kind of want to get rid of those, but I feel like I can get paid here, so I'm gonna wait and see. Who knows? This week has been so crazy. The SPY and the NASDAQ just continue to push, and you never know how long that's going to last. So Apple, again, just to reiterate the setup off of this one, we had this extended downtrend from before, coming all the way back almost into our long-term growth trend channel, and then we started to bounce a little bit, confirmed above this support here at 125, and have been just steadily following this trend line for the past almost a month now. And I think yesterday we finally came into, for me, what I was looking at as the next big resistance point, this 137.62 line. And we had tested it the day before, tested a little bit yesterday, and then after hours in pre-market this morning shot right on through, and it just was moving really strong, pretty much with the indexes all day today. Very strong day, and then came into a little bit of resistance around this point. I actually bought a couple of call options, some lottos, and some for next week. Ended up getting out about even, but we broke to the upside and just briefly hit 140. So super bullish there. Confirming above this 137 level for me, it's kind of the green light to say that we're going to be able to get to this next level. Now that's assuming markets stay strong, everything keeps moving in the right direction. I think over the next couple of weeks, we can hopefully stay right along this trend line with some ups and downs, and we haven't followed it perfectly, but very happy with this little stair-step pattern. I think we can continue to follow that up over the next week or two, and we'll see a test of this 143.64 level, and that's right around our all-time high. All-time high is a little bit higher at 145, but who knows, if we get back up here, the markets stay strong like this, who knows what we'll see, but that's been a very, very strong trend for all of June so far. Last one to round it out, the one nobody probably gives a crap about, but you got to look at different stocks. You got to diversify. You got to have uncorrelated interests in your portfolio. So this is Golar Liquid Natural Gas. It's an energy company. It's kind of a longer term setup here off of this resistance, breaking a downtrend quite a while ago, and then just kind of treading water, and now finally, more recently, pushing above some of these support levels. And for me, it was not too long ago, I think, just a few days ago, testing of this 14 level, and I actually got in like right here. So the next day after hours, boom, it's just straight down almost a full $1, which is a lot for a stock like this, and just kind of treaded water for about a week or so. So nice to see today continuing to move in the right direction after a little bit of consolidation, getting back up towards this 1380 level, moving around along this same trend line. So I'm not sure what the target is on for this one. What I have on these are 1250 calls with 51 days till expiration, so I believe that's August. So I got plenty of time. These are in the money calls, so they should start working. I think once we get to 1450, they're basically paid for. So I think I have to zoom out a little bit more to see really some targets here. You gotta look at some long-term charts sometimes, guys. So yeah, getting back above this level, and especially this 14 level, I think there's a lot more upside. We can gap up to 1622, and who knows, there's a revenue report or two that's going to be there in the meantime. I'm not going to talk too much because I know nobody else cares about this stock besides me, but if you want to diversify, there's one still to look at, still very good entry point below $14 right now. Make sure you give yourself some time on that one. That is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a like. It really helps out the channel. And subscribe if you enjoy my content. Turn on notifications so you know when the next video comes out. And comment below. Let me know what you guys think about these stocks. I know Space Virgin Galactic has been on everyone's mind this week. It was pretty interesting, and for me, it's kind of crazy to see. It's always interesting, somewhat of a new phenomenon, seeing how much news can affect stock prices when you just have a global instant news network, and you see things like Elon Musk tweeting about Dogecoin or Bitcoin, and it having a real and almost instantaneous effect on prices. And now things like this, last night after hours, Virgin announces that Richard Branson's going to be on the test flight, almost as if they're saying, hey Amazon, we're gonna beat you. Purely media driven marketing move, and I love that. But does it affect the stock price? Does it affect the value of the company? No. This is a test flight that was supposed to happen 6 months ago, and it doesn't have any bearing in reality on whether or not they're going to start generating any revenue tomorrow, because they aren't. They're not going to have a product to sell for at least another year. So anyway, we'll see what happens with that one. I'm probably going to continue to look for opportunities just because it's been so volatile. I mean, there's not a lot of stocks that you can sort of take good bets on and hope to see 10 and 20% moves back and forth, within a couple of weeks like that. It's, obviously no one could have predicted last night's move, but we've all been anticipating these test flight announcements and things like that. So it's interesting. So I'd love to hear what you guys think about that kind of stuff. Let me know in the comments, and thanks as always for watching, and I will see you next time.